Hello everyone, it is Charlotte here. Welcome, come on in. It is time to sew in the signature. I have sewn in my signature here and completed for the most part. I probably will still add a few things to this journal, but and we've done nothing to the cover. That has to be done, beads have to be added, that sort of thing. But let's sew in the signature. I went ahead and got all my papers in line like you would normally do. That is just lining them up, getting them in the order, making sure nothing's upside down, making sure nothing is literally in the signature that we don't want in there, and that everything's even the way we want it. And then I went ahead and clipped it. Now I am going to do, I love to do the 5-hole pamphlet stitch, but on this one because of the size, and somebody did ask me about the size, so before I forget, this is about 4 1/8 wide by, I think about 5 3/4 high. So we got that out of the way. So I am going to be doing a 3. I don't make a pattern. I am just going to stick my awl in here and eyeball it. That's usually what I do. And so far so good. And then I've got my needle ready to go with my waxed bookbinding thread. And I've just put it in a knot, so yes, why would I think it would be anything different? Just something to make it a little more interesting for everybody that's out there watching. And believe it or not, for as many journals as I've made, I've never done this before. So it should be easy enough to untangle. You really shouldn't have tangled up in the first place. And Maggie is here to help me. Hey Maggie. There she is. Okay, so we are going to start in the center, just like this. And because I'm going to have some type of lace out here, I'm not having my strings from the outside. They are going to be on the inside of this one. And hopefully I will have luck. And so far so good. Success on 2 of these holes, and hopefully success on the last one. Sometimes it gets fidgety, and sometimes I have to stick the awl through just a little bit more, but I am hoping that we can make this happen. There we go. Making sure to hold on to this so it doesn't go anywhere. And as you can see by the threads, I've done a bit of sewing, and I did leave the threads. I thought if whoever wants these can remove the threads if they want. So I like to go under that and then tie my knot, making sure everything on the outside is good. Pull, but not too tight. Have a nice knot. We want long strings because we're probably going to put all sorts of cool stuff on the ends of these. So we can put this away off to the side. We can take these alligator clips off. We don't need those. And we can begin our decorating. So what did I do on this one? Well, I went ahead and I put on this tag here, and hopefully, no, and there's not a tag there, so I will have to, can't believe I didn't bring a tag over. Okay, so I need to grab a tag Or let's see if I've got one in here I can take out and replace, and I can, and I will. All right, so we have a tag here that we need to put a little bit of lace on, and I did use a stapler just because sometimes that little bit of metal, just that little embellishment, it just adds some texture, and just your eye goes to it, you see it, and it's just kind of cool. Then I remembered I had these hearts. Somebody gifted me these hearts, and they are made with handmade paper. So I thought, yeah, it's cottage, it's shabby, it's really cool. You want a heart, Maggie? Yeah, you do. Can't have this one, girl. You can't have this one. So I thought, let's go ahead. Let's just really quick add this heart. And then we will get to doing our snippet. Hey, you. Hey, you. Okay, so we have a snippet here, a couple bits of lace, and a button. And I went ahead and I put a couple bits of lace together, just layered them. There's 1, 2, 3, and then this piece of trim right there. And I have a needle and thread, and I do have a button. And so we are going to stitch this button onto this. So let's get that done. I'm just going to take some little stitches. I usually don't stitch on camera because I don't know, I just kind of think, well, it's boring for the person watching. Sitting there, nothing exciting. So I went to a Mexican restaurant with my mom the other day and had lunch. That was really nice. Our weather, this is the beginning of August, and that is our hottest month. So we get through this, we are home safe. And hopefully in September the nights start cooling down. The days are still pretty hot, but the nights cool down, so it makes it more bearable. And then it starts to become less humid. It's the end of monsoon season. And yeah, it's just gets to be really nice. So our button is on. I know I'm hearing from a couple special ladies that are talking about the fires, you know, literally over 200 fires up in Canada, and I'm so sorry. That's just, rain is badly needed up there. I pray whoever needs rain gets rain. Fires are just devastating to the landscape, to the, you know, the animals, the insects, to people, I mean, it's just bad. So I pray that they get those under control. I pray for all of us that we get through this year, because it's not been easy. So, put a knot in here. Not too worried about it because this is going to get glued down, so these threads aren't going to go anywhere. They're not going to come undone. So we've got that. We can put this away. And then our snippet is going to go right there like that, just peeking out a little bit on the other side. And because we're dealing with lace, I am going to be using Fabrifix. You use whatever glue you like. And we really don't need a lot of it. You don't need to cover the entire thing. And for me, it's easier to put it on the paper and then just place this where I want it. And we should be good. So we've got we're looking at this, we've got our snippet, we've got our heart, and now we need to do our little tag. And I have my little piece of lace here. And because it is lace, I am going to put a touch of Fabrifix. I'm not going to just completely trust the staple. I think if I had mini staples, I would be more apt to trust it. But this is a standard staple I'm using. And so I don't want it to slip and come off. So we're going to tack this down just like that. Just adds a little bit of that shabby goodness that we love. That softness, that romance of having the lace. Then we're going to take a stapler and we are going to adhere this, making sure that things are down secure, that we're not sticky. And we're going to put that right in there. So moving on to the next page, I have a bit of pink lace here, a couple flowers, and I added to this some trim and an eyelet. And I'm looking at my desk here, and I'm sitting here thinking, I don't see the eyelets. I didn't bring the eyelets. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, I did, but I don't have my thing, so I'm gonna have to jump up and get that. So let's go ahead and let's take care of this. So here, and as you can see, they are a bit different. These books have the same elements, but the pages are a little bit different because we're using scraps. So you have to keep that in mind. And there's 8 of these, so they're just a little bit different from one another. So I'm going to put some Fabrifix there, and I've got this little piece of lace right here. Make sure I get the right side. And then that is just going to go here. It's for really a pop of color. And once again, some texture. So down just like that, and then we've got a couple little flowers here. So we are going to add little glue. That goes there. And then we added another little one. Just like that. So we've got our flowers. Now we need to do our eyelet. And I need to grab, I'm sorry guys, I've got to grab the crocodile. We're not going anywhere, Maggie. Get this. Okay, sorry about that. And in this book, we've got a long tag, where in the other one we've got a shorter, narrow tag, or a wider tag. This is the shorter, narrow tag. We're going to grab a little eyelet. And luckily I have white. So we're going to get this eyelet on and put some really cute trim There we go. And then we've got this eyelash trim. And we are going to just put this through and tie it off. So it's just soft and pretty. And this eyelash trim, I don't know what's different about it, but it doesn't shed all over the place, which is so nice. So we've got that, and that goes right in here. So this page, is it safe to turn? I think so. This page is done. And then when we flip this over, we have got some bling in here. And because I took a tag out of there, we are a tag behind. So we can put this tag in here, and this tag, as you can see, has got a little, oh, there they are. I used a 1/2 inch punch and made a tab. So let's go ahead and put this on just like that. And then we will put the other side on. Right on there like that. Get them even, so that we've got a cute little tab. And then this also, this has a pearl. And so let's add our pearl, flat back pearl. Put a little glue. Add our pearl. I'm going to add this one up at the top because I think it's going to show better. Then we've got a green heart. Now some of these, I only have so many pink hearts, so many green hearts. So depending upon what I have is what will go in the books. I've got lavender. That's not going to work. I've got yellow, and I don't think that's going to work. So we'll see what we're gonna do, what we come up with. So there's a green heart, and then we need a little bit of this bling on the tag. So cute. Right about right there. And as I look at this, there's a flat back pearl that is on this up here. So let's add that. Right about there. And I think it's safe to turn the page. So here we go, and I've got to find another tag. Take it out of this one. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Let's see what we've got. I think I can take this one right here. Okay, so on this tag, I did put, we need this, and we need, let's use some tabs. Let's make sure that that's going to fit this tag. Or do I have to get a bigger one? No, I think that looks great. So let's put this tag on here. And then I have to point something out because I don't have, I did not bring my scraps over here. But before I let any of these journals go, I will go back and make sure everything is as it should be. And what I mean by that, I'll show you in just a second. I can see a little tiny corner here. We don't want that corner showing. And we have a piece of bling. That goes in the corner of the tab, right about there. So get this down. If you look at this, I have a little scrap piece of paper that goes across the front. So I will be sure to add that to this one because I didn't bring any scraps with me, and I don't want to leave that out. So this has a pink heart, and then we need to make that little booklet. So let's add our heart. Right about there. And we need our lace, so I think we'll add our lace, and then we can make our booklet, and that will give all of this time to dry. So I have some lace here from Hobby Lobby, and I think I did three hearts. So we'll cut it at the third, between the third and the fourth, and that should fit nicely. Make sure we have the right side, and that's going to go right there like that. And I will use Fabrifix for this. And I can see this desperately needs to be thinned down. It's pretty thick. Get this on there, just like that. And then we're gonna make our little booklet. So what I did is I created one of these little booklets that hangs over. You can undo this, and then you've got journal space. And none of the booklets will be the same. There will be a booklet, but they'll probably be folded differently. They will maybe be created using different papers, depending upon the scraps that I have. So we're gonna lay this one down first, this little scrap here. Right like that, just for a little color and interest. And then we have a little piece that goes over that. Little layered look. Like that. And then we've got another little piece. And then we're going to add a little piece of lace. So put that down. And then we have just a little piece that's going to sit there like that. And, oh, I had that, didn't I? We are just gonna use our white glue for that. I'll use this one, it's a little bit bigger. Like that. And then what happens is that, let's get this original one because I know everything's dried. This then goes. Looking at this thinking, how did it go? I'm sure it went, oh, it goes however you want it to go. But in this case, it fits right down, just like that. And so you've just got a little something else there. And so in this one, this will fit right down, just like that. So this page is done except for that little piece that needs to go right there. Then on this page, we added a squared piece of ephemera like this. Whoop, that's not going to work, is it? Some glue. It goes on there just for some interest, just like that. Just like that. And then this piece here, this tag. Okay, this tag gets a piece of pink lace, and yeah, I didn't bring the pink lace over, and that's okay because I stitched it, and I'll show you what I did, and then we still have something to put back here. So I just took a piece of pink lace, and I know it's really difficult to see, but there's stitching right across there that holds this in place. So we will come back to that and take care of that. And then let's see where we go from here and see if maybe I didn't prepare for that either. Let's see, we go here. I didn't do a very good job of, we've got washi tape. We can do that because I did bring the washi tape. Was that the first? Yes, I think that was the first we saw of washi tape. So let's add washi tape to that. And that was on the back of this, I believe. Yes. So it's our washi tape. And you know, washi tape is really not permanent, and so I like to add some glue so that I know it's not going to go anywhere. This is like Japanese cherry blossoms. It's really pretty. So we've got that. And then I think, what did I do? I added a paper clip. I will add that later. I added, okay, I don't have a tag there. Boy, guys, I'm just a mess, aren't I? Okay, this needs an eyelet and also some of the eyelash trim. So let's do that. I should have done a better job of checking my, you better believe when I come back in the next video, I am going to make sure that I have everything in front of me that I need. But we're getting there, little by little. I mean, we're getting there. But you can see the tags are going to vary depending upon how much paper I had left and what scraps I had. I do have a few pages of 12 by 12 that I was going to make a traveler's notebook out of, and so I really didn't want to get into those papers if I didn't have to. So we'll see. You can imagine 8 journals, little journals. It takes up more paper than you would think. There's lots of ephemera and other things, so cute. So that goes there. This is good, but I don't have, well, yes, maybe I do. So this one already had a tag like this, so I don't want to use this one in here, so maybe we will trade these out. So I will put this one in here, and then what I did is I added the tabs to this. So let's do that, and then I can replace this one, the one above. I don't want 2 tags exactly the same, if I can help it. So we'll add that, and then we'll add this one. It's a new month, so I need to get on with a new Artie Mays design. Okay, and let's just trim these corners off. Ever so slightly, and this kind of hangs over just a little bit, so let's trim that. Okay, so this will go in here, and then that page is done, and we have more washi tape, so let's go ahead and do the washi tape. We can do that without there being any trouble. The washi tape, I've got a lot of washi tape, and I just don't pull it out anywhere near enough, and I thought this is perfect for these journals. And if I go through the washi tape and I don't have enough, because like I've mentioned, there's 8 journals, I will use something pink and floral. So what is next? I took this and I created a little pocket out of this, but I know I don't have that punch, so got a little bit of, let's see, there's nothing, but this need, oh yeah, there's a tag in here, so obviously I need to, and then there's some more. I think that might be the last of, we need to put a tag in there, and then let's go ahead and put the washi tape, and then let's call it a day, because I am not organized enough. We're getting it done, but I'll show you what I did throughout the rest of the journal, and then we'll finish this up, and then we'll do the cover, and then I'll finish the others off camera. I'm slowly but surely working on them, getting them done. So I will catch up with this one, but let's look at what we've got. This has a tag, and then we get to this, and so what we need to do here, it's a pocket, so I created a tag within a tag using my leftover scraps, and then put an eyelet and some trim. Here is a tag in here, and then I took and created a little layered tag here with leftover scraps. And then on here, we went ahead and we decorated with some pearl trim and some of the pink lace, some more of the flowers. And I thought I was gonna put a pearl here, so let's do that. And then we've got a tab on a tag here. So let's go ahead. I think a pearl here, even though we have rhinestones, I think a little mini pearl would be really cute. And maybe on the tab as well, so that they kind of look like they go together. So we'll put that there like that. And then let's add a larger one, I think. Right there, like that. So we've got pearls up here on that trim, and I just think that makes it flow. So we have that, and then on here I added a tag with layers of lace, and I did stitch it across with the machine, and I did punch that hole there. And then here we've got a little tag. I used a little bit of lace. We have a heart brad there, and that fits in that little mini pocket. Just like that. It gets fussy because it's cut at an angle. And then we have a tag here, and I used some of my leftover punches and made a little tab, and then added some pearl trim there. And on this one, I just used a little tag for a tuck. And on here, 3 little pieces and 3 pearls here. I think we should do something with this. Let's put something there. I know if I put an eyelet, it's going to cover the writing, so I need to think about that, but let's do something with that. And then we have I used one of the long pieces of the paper and made like a bookmark that fits in here, because as you can see by the stitching, it's pretty narrow. But yeah, we need to do something here. What could we do? Maybe a flower would be really cute there, but I think what I'm gonna do is wait until I get all the flowers where I need them to be, and then we'll see what we can do, what we have left over. Then on the end page, I don't know if you saw this, but I did add a bag and put a tag in here. And maybe what we should do is go ahead and put an eyelet. Let's put an eyelet on this and some of that eyelash trim on the last page. And then we will call this a video and get back and finish. Or, because I showed it to you, I may finish it off camera, do something with the cover, do the reveal. And by the time I do the reveal, these will all be in my shop. So I know I've heard from a couple of you that you are interested. So there are 8 of them, and I will let you know with the reveal when they're in there. Should be this week. And then we will move on to something else. And I kind of have an idea in my mind what I want to do, but we'll see. Sometimes the ideas don't quite work out. So this goes right in this bag here. And what I did with this bag is I did a little bit of layering. There's 3 pieces of scraps here, and then I used the washi tape there. So hopefully you can see that. And then I did leave all the strings. I know some people like the strings. I know some people find them annoying. I just want to leave that up to whoever's interested. You can just go through and cut the strings off if you don't want them. But I think I want lace on the outside, but I don't want to cover up all of this beautiful paper. We need to add our charms and whatever we are putting in the center of this book. And I just kind of trimmed that off. I left this as a pocket and just left that because I thought it was cool. So this is what I did, and I think we haven't really left that much off of here. We could go ahead, like this needs a tag, but I can go ahead with you right now on camera. We can add some washi tape to this. So there really isn't much that you haven't seen me do, that we haven't done on camera. So I don't think you're really missing anything. So this needs a tag and it needs a trim on it. This needs a long tag. I don't know what this needs. It needs something, but I don't know what. This obviously needs a tag. So this needs a tab, and this needs some pink trim at the bottom and whatever. Oh, and trim up here at the top. So I think I'll just go ahead off camera and work on this. What I did with this, just in case you're curious, is I just folded it like that and then opened it back up, punched a divot here so you knew it was a pocket, and then went ahead and added glue to the bottom and the side, folded it over, and then we have a cute pocket here. And then this, because it hangs over, I'll trim off probably about 1/4 of an inch, and then that will be done. So guys, yeah, this is it. They're coming along and they're looking really, really good. So when I get them finished, I will, which should just be maybe I need like another day to finish them and then figure out what we're gonna put on the front. And then I will share these with you. Hopefully you'll love them as much as I do, and that will be another project done. So have a really, really good week, everyone. Stay safe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.